What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another LEGO YouTube video. In today's video, we are going to be making actually a bunch of changes to the LEGO room, starting with a new shelf that I've talked about for a while now, which is going to go above my door. I've already drilled my holes and inserted my anchors, and these are all of the tools that I used for it, and I went ahead and painted and cut the shelf, so we should be good to go to hang this up. I am using the same shelf brackets that I have used before. I will try and link these in the description if you do want to use them for your display, but here are the brackets hung up, and then there is the actual plank placed on the shelf, and I really like how this looks, and I'm going for a Return of the Jedi vibe with this shelf, and I'm very proud of this final product. I think it really came together just how I wanted it to. We've got one of my favorite LEGO sets on the very end here, the Ewok Village, which is probably my favorite Return of the Jedi LEGO set that they've ever released, and I imagine a lot of other people's too. And then that is followed by the Endor Speeder Chase diorama, which looks very similar to what I had before that was above the Clone Wars poster. However, this is where it starts to change. We have the final duel diorama, and then we have the Imperial Shuttle placed above that on a display riser, and I am very proud of this. I consider this shelf complete, and I've been meaning to do this for ages now, and I'm very happy that I finally decided to do it. Here's a closer look at everything. I really like how this all came together. I don't really think I could add much to this. I actually wanted to include the Death Star 2 gifts of purchase that we got this year for May 4th, but I didn't have room for it. But I am happy with the final display. I also like how this Stormtrooper is kind of hanging over this city. It's a kind of funny little touch that I didn't even really intend to include, but it kind of just worked out. And I was actually able to free up some space on my other shelves because of this too. So you can see where the Imperial Shuttle was, there's some open space now. And then I also was able to free up some space on my bookshelves too as we moved the Endor, or not the Endor diorama, the Final Duel. So I have space for the Tantive 4 now, the new Tantive 4 diorama that's rumored for next year. And then here is some more space right here, and I decided to clear off this shelf as I'm going to kind of reorganize a few things now. So here's our updated look at kind of like my Imperial shelf. We have the TIE Fighters closer together now, as well as the ATST and the AT-AT. Those are all kind of condensed because I do want to include a few more Rebel ships. The big one that's missing from my display is actually the A-Wing, and I want to get the one from 2017. I believe as that's the most up-to-date design, and I do really like the Lando minifigure included. And then I did move the Hoth Wampa Cave over here, and I think that really fits in nicely right there. It kind of covers that gap in front of the display riser. And then we do have some Amazon packages to open up that'll be exciting for our room update, and the first of which is inside of this bubble mailer, and it is a poster. It is an 11 by 17 poster. I actually went to Michael's to buy a poster frame for it, and it is the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi movie poster. I've been meaning to get this for a while now, and I think it'll fit perfectly on my closet door. And I actually did move all my Nintendo wall art on top of here to make space for that. And then inside of the bigger box, we do have a LEGO set inside of here, and you can probably tell from the title of this video what it is, but it is the Batman art. But of course, we're not building Batman. I feel like nobody buys this set to build Batman now. They usually build it to do the alt builds that people come up with on Rebrickable. But here's everything that is included in this. But we are, of course, building Bo-Katan. This is a really cool design by the same person who did the Boba Fett art that I posted about, I think, a few weeks back, except what sucks about this one, you do have to pay for the instructions, but I'll link them in the description anyway. I think it's only like $10 though, so like I think it's worth it, and you know, the designer did put a lot of time into making this, so like, you know, they should get their fair share of income. But I really like this. If I'm being honest, I don't like putting together the LEGO art sets. They're very tedious, but the end result is very much worth it. So I don't mind too much because the end product looks so good, and there's very few LEGO sets that you can display on your wall, and I kind of don't like empty space in my room. I want everything to be filled up. I don't want it to look cluttered, but I want it to look like I'm utilizing my display space. So that's why I've been buying a lot of LEGO art sets recently, and Bo-Katan has always just been kind of like one of those characters that, one of the Mandalorians that I think is probably one of my favorites behind Boba Fett, and so I'm really happy to have this design on my wall. I think it'll look really nice with my Razor Crest display too. We'll have Boba, Bo-Katan, and then the UCS Razor Crest. And here's the finished product. This is actually half of it, but because like if you wanted to, if you bought another Batman art set, you can actually continue it down where it shows more of her torso, but I only really care about the helmet, so I only built half of the set, and I still think it looks pretty complete. But let's go ahead and hang it up. Here it is, hung up on the wall. I think it looks really nice. I love having it underneath Boba Fett, and I think it pairs really nicely with the UCS Razor Crest. It'd be cool if I could get a Mando one, but I couldn't really find a design that I liked, so I kind of went with Bo-Katan. But here's my updated LEGO art display. I'm really happy with it. I don't really see myself adding much to it as of now, but who knows? I'm always expanding. Maybe I will add some more portraits to it, but that's all for now. And then what I wasn't expecting in this video was even more changes. So you may notice I got rid of that like big brown cupboard right here, and I actually got a new TV and a new TV stand to display some LEGO, and I'm gonna hang up some shelves too to make more space in the LEGO room. But here's where the old one is for now. I am gonna eventually try and move this into another room, but we're gonna try and over the next few weeks hang some shelves right here so I can fit my shadow boxes and the Ninjago sets. And then what I also want to do is add another shelf at the very, very top here, just to kind of expand my Star Wars section. But here's how everything looks, though. I'm really happy with it. It looks a lot more clean. I didn't really like the old wardrobe. It kind of clashed with the colors of the other stuff, but I do want to expand the Star Wars shelf to meet the one I hung up earlier in this video, as I think that'll be good, and it'll be a great way to make more space for LEGO sets. And then we do have another Amazon order, and this time it is a Star Wars Rebels poster, as I am a big fan of Star Wars Rebels, one of the most underrated Star Wars projects, so I did want a poster to kind of like share my love for the show. And here they are hung up on my closet door. It looks a bit cluttered. I was going to try and put like more posters underneath it, but I'll probably rearrange these, but that's what it looks like for now. And here is once again everything that has changed in this video. So lots of changes. I'm really excited for the other updates that I will have for the LEGO room later on in the month. I am getting Diagon Alley later on in the week, so stay tuned for updates on that, and stay tuned for updates on me hanging more shelves in the LEGO room to display more LEGO. But thank you guys for watching. That's all for today, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.